Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Go. 280.
Mike, 49. Hey, pick your game up.
Wentz now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike. 53. Mike. Too little, cut.
Monday. Hey, wahoo!
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Come on.
And here's Allen throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Exit.
Number 53. Mike 53.
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Charlie.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wentz now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Wentz. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Howard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards. Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, zoom.
Now Allen. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike. 53, Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Being chased out, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. But now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Watch the run. The run.
Hey, high 7.
53 at the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline. Penalty. Why not a penalty? What
Contact coming from both sides. No flag.
With it is Jackson. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Sweetie! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 42. You.
Regular.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Bravo.
Check. 42's the mic. You remember me? Let's go, baby. 42's.
Half 85.
Pick up the ball.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
42 to Mike. Come on, D.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Allen going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Switch up. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
42, Mike 42. Bring it. Bring it.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
Pass. You think you're going to get this?
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, and they're going to throw it down it. And the grab by Croft. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
5. Mike's 42. Mike's half. Here we go.
Mike 42. Mike.
Now Allen again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Even. 4 down. Even. Light 42. Light 42.
Hey, wahoo!
42.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Middle. Half 85.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Sub.
Mike's 4-2. Rip right.
To the air, Allen. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, tight.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going deep for Brown and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. To return is Roberts. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Allen now on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Stay with hold.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, exit.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5 boys. 56.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Hey, Charlie.
Get in the weight room.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Let's go. Great. Ram.
Danny. Check it out.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Pac-Man. 180. Come to work. We won.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Joker.
Let's fly two.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
56.
Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike 42.
Hey, box drop.
42. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike 42. Hey, watch the slant.
5 wide.
42.
Hey, we heavy on the edge.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 42.
3 buns.
To throw, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
Oh, you got deep.
Hey, Lou. Wait up.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now we have Wentz here, still down on the ground. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Leo.
On 1st down, Howard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
46 down, man. 5-4.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check.
Now Wentz will keep it. And the ball is knocked out. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
Mike, 49. I'm going to run you over. Slam.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Half 85.
53, Mike.
Here we go.
It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Zoo.
53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Alert. Here we go.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Hey, tight.
Number 53, Mike 53. Oh, yeah.
Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Sub. Half.
Mike 53. 52.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Echo.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Letting one go deep for Roberts. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Deuce.
Alert.
Throwing on second and long. Allen forced out to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Smooth.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
First down and goal.
Let's go, Nene.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Who that?
Alert.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Check the outs.
Middle.
Now Allen operating from the gun. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Lee Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Bravo.
53 is Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Hey, tight.
53 is the mic.
From the gun, Allen. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's got his guys set up.